What's up, guys? This is William from Negro Anatomy with another video, and today we are going to be talking about Marc Lamont Hill. Now, a lot of you guys, you've seen this brother. You probably don't know his name, but you've seen this brother in a lot of places. He's a tenure professor. He's about to be 50 years old, and he just snagged himself a nice-looking lady. Now, usually this is a good story. Young, educated black man meeting up with a young, educated black woman. Everything goes all right. They have children together. So y'all are wondering, why am I bringing up this story? Well, this is a story for black people. Marriage now has almost become like a rarity that now they have to make it a story, a media takeout. It's so rare now they gotta go on social media and broadcast it as a story. Alright, so there's more to the story. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this. Alright? So this is Marc Lemont Hill. Y'all see these pics. I'm gonna scroll a few pics so y'all know who he is. I've seen him in person. Young, bright brother. He was in a news channel. Now he's working for another network. So he's been on TV almost everywhere. He said a few controversial stuff that's gotten kicked out of, like CNN and stuff like that. But overall, this brother has been in a lot of media outlets. Well respected. So why is this a story? Let's get into the story. All right. This is the story. Marc Lamont Hill welcomes a baby with beautiful Rutgers professor Melissa M Veille. All right. So TV host Professor Marc Lamont Hill just had a baby with his girlfriend, the gorgeous Professor Melissa M Veille. Melissa is currently a professor at Rutgers University. Media takeout. All right, so you guys already know this is a PhD.
I'm a PhD.
You know what Kevin Samuel always talk about these PhDs, right?
I'm a PhD.
All right, so we're dealing with a PhD sister, all right? Marc Lamont Hill, 49 years old, has been a bachelor for all of his life, but it finally looks like he's ready to settle down, and he picked the perfect woman who is smart and beautiful. Melissa is an assistant professor in both the Department of Sociology and Anthropology.
I'm a PhD.
And the Department of African American and African Studies of Rutgers University, New York. She's also a core faculty member of the Global Urban Studies, Urban System, and PhD. All right, so on paper, she looks fine, right, guys? On paper, she looks fine, right? Okay. Stay with me now. We're going to go more into this story. While Marc has mostly remained silent about his girlfriend and their new family, Melissa's all over Instagram. All over Instagram, guys, showing off pics with Marc and the baby. So Marc Lamont Hill, he's trying to keep it hush-hush, under wraps, keep it quiet. Melissa is, she's trying to broadcast it to everybody. Here is Melissa describing. So here she is. So she's having a baby now. She's pregnant. All right, guys. Let me show you what Melissa looks like. I know a lot of you guys are waiting to see what Melissa looks like. Everything on paper looks fine, right, guys? All right, let me go ahead and show you who this Melissa lady is. All right, guys. So I'm here on her Instagram. I'm just going to scroll a few pictures so y'all can see what this lady is working with. Y'all see right this? You see what she's working with right now. She is looking fine. Y'all see what she's working with. She's working with a lot of nice top, a lot of bottom right there. So she looks good on paper. She looks good. She's fit, looking good, natural hair. Everything looking good, right? If she don't take her out the streets, man, if Marc Lamont doesn't take her out the street, I'm going to take her off the street. Marc Lamont better take her off the street. There's going to be other guys waiting for her. So she's in her mid-30s, and a lot of guys are wondering why nobody has come to take her off the street. Like, look at her. Let me scroll back, and y'all can see what she looked like. Definitely looking good. Looking good on paper. Looking even better with physical. All right. And this is her Instagram. PhD, in shape, everything just looking good, right? All right, let's get to the rest of the story and find what's going on here with this situation. Everything looks good, right? But this is what happens right now. See, with Marc Lamont. It has nothing to do with Marc Lamont, and it has nothing to do with the sister. They're both a couple made in heaven. The problem is the sisters. When they find out that you are getting married, or when you find out that you're getting hitched up with a nice young man, for some reason in the black community they get all upset. Like watch this. These are the comments. These are the comments you got here.
Please marry this woman. We don't need more kids, no baby mamas, and no baby daddies. Another one comment.
Exactly. I never understood why women choose to start having babies first as opposed to waiting and getting married. Most of it is a baby mamas because the men feel if you're okay with it, then they are too.
Yeah, girl. His ancestry is participating. Your comment makes no mention of him making her a baby mama. Doesn't it take two in addition to his second child out of wedlock?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. He may have asked and he said, no way, Jose.
No, girl, it's her fault. Why are you thinking like this when majority of other cultures put onus on women as well? The men in the majority of other countries aren't creating baby mamas. You booze only reference men of other cultures when it comes to degeneracy. Funny how you can replicate their success.
All right, so y'all already heard from the sisters. Now, marriage rate in the black community now is 30%. 1 out of 3 black women will get married, and half of that is gonna end up in divorce. So that's like 1 out of 6. So back in 1965, before the feminist movement and all that other stuff came in, black women and black men were getting married at 85%. Now we're in 2022. It is now down to 28% marriage rate. So at this stage, you know, if we've gone down by a whole 50% in about 60 years, right? I'm gonna have a Negro Damas prediction that marriages in the black community will come down to 10% by another 20 years. It'll come down to 10%. That's my prediction. By 2042, black marriage is going to be down to 15%. So that's going to be almost 1 in 10 black women and black men will get married. When in 1965, we were married at up to 85%. We were the highest class getting married at one time. But because of, drugs, all the music out there and the entertainment, everything has just bring it all down for some reason. So that's what's going on right now. A lot of these women want Marc Lamont to put a ring on her, not just make her a baby mama. But Marc Lemont Hill, he's a very smart man, and he knows that these marriage laws only benefit the woman. They do not benefit Marc Lamont as the breadwinner. They do not benefit him. So that is why a lot of men, especially like Marc Lamont, who is very smart, is never going to get married. He's only going to have that lady Melissa, even though she looks good on paper, she looks good when you look at physically, but he would never marry her. And a lot of guys are not marrying these women, even though they look good on paper and they look good physically, because ever since the 1960s and these marriage laws heavily in favor with women, there is no incentive for men to get married. It's better just to have babies and just co-parent that way. It's better just to have it that way, because when you do the marriage part, you never come out unscathed, especially if you're the breadwinner. And a lot of brothers are catching on to this. That's why the marriage rate has declined so fast, especially in the black community, from 85% down to 28% now in 2022. And my Negro Damas prediction is that marriage probably will be 1 in 10 by 2042. That's my prediction. Negro Damas prediction, 2042. Marriage will become almost obsolete. If we continue at the same rate. Unless they make changes to the marriage laws, as the lead attorney always points out, unless they make the changes, there are going to be more and more of these sisters out here wondering why no one is putting a ring on them, even though they qualify for everything. And that's what these women here on the comment section are complaining, that look at this sister looking all good and fine and educated and young, good looking. How come she can't get married? And here we are, average at best, complaining on here that, if she can't get married, there's no way we're going to get married. And that's why I see a lot of men understand. And another thing is some of y'all, I remember about 5 years ago when I posted about a girl that I was serious with to getting engaged. Did you notice that a lot of the sisters came on Facebook with these fake accounts trying to bash the woman that I was seriously interested in? And I knew this had to be exes. Now look at me, guys. I am not Marc Lemont Hill. I am below average at best. And these sisters are still coming after me, proposing to a lady to get married. And they're all up there. Instead of congratulating the sister and congratulating me, they're making these fake Facebook accounts to come and bash her and talk bad about me to her not to get married. That's what's going on. A lot of these sisters now, they're not getting the ring. They're getting jealous. And instead of, congratulating the sister, they're out here bashing to make sure that they also don't get married. That's what's going on. So marriage now, it has such a negative view. At one time, it was such a, in the 20s, everybody was positive views. Everybody was aiming to get married. Now, nobody is marrying before they're carrying. Everybody is carrying and not marrying. It's the other way around now. And that's why we have this story that we have two people here, equally yoked, both educated, both good looking, Marc Lamont and Melissa, but yet they're not going to tie the knot because Marc Lamont is the guy that decides who has a relationship, and then the women decide who they have sex with. And these women, they know the marriage rate are down to 28%, and they know a lot of them are not getting married. And they are okay with having babies by the men without requiring a ring. So guys, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think, man? Leave your comments down below. That's all I gotta say about this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That's all I gotta say. Bye-bye.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.